Hi, I'm Mario Correa, wills, trust, and elder law attorney, and I'm going to show you some of the planning we do for some of our seniors, making sure that they can qualify for Medicaid. And what happens is, in the system, for qualify for Medicaid, there are exempt assets and non-exempt assets. Exempt assets means they're assets you can have while still qualifying for Medicaid benefits. What that really means is the government will pay your nursing home costs. So here's some of the exempt assets. You can have a residence. You can have a prepaid funeral, certain types, but we can review that with you at another time. You can have, if you're married, a spousal allowance. And the spousal allowance is in Illinois is $109,560. You can also have an automobile. As long as you're married, there's no limit to the value. So what happens is a client comes in, and let me do this in a different color, and they'll have a certain fact scenario. Let's say we had one recently where somebody was living in an apartment, and they had a house in another state that they were renting. Well, what's our recommendation for somebody like this is, and then they had about, let's say, $200,000 in the bank. Okay? Well, what's our recommendation for something like this is let's move assets from the non-exempt column and move them to the exempt column. So our recommendation for someone like this, and every situation is different, is we can have the house be sold, and let's say it's valued at another $150,000. Then we can have them buy a $300,000 house. As long as there's a spouse, we have an extra or $350,000 house. What we do is we take that 150, we take this 200, and that's 350, and it would be an exempt residence. So now they qualify for Medicaid. Here, if they didn't do this, they'd have to spend down this to zero for their spouse, and they'd have to sell this property and spend that down to zero. So basically, by restructuring the assets, we save the family $350,000. So those are some of the planning that we can do for different scenarios. Give me a call if you have questions. My name's Mario Correa, and call me at 773-489-8500. Thank you.